Hello everyone, doing some Wednesday, what is it, almost close to evening, late afternoon, evening, looting, at least for me anyway. Let's see, what are we working on? We're upgrading our traps, because that is the last of the defenses that are not maxed except for walls and generals. Museum. I don't use healers yet, so unlocking that healing was not key at the moment. The big one that it'll take me a while to get to is that fifth one, the heavy cavalry hit points. That'll help quite a bit, because that means that this will basically be the Greek artifact, because I'll have a little bit better than Greek damage for tanks, and I will have Greek HP. This is new. So I unlocked, as I was finishing unlocking the 4th star on my armor this morning, it gave me, it unlocked the 5th one at the same time. I don't know how this happened, but it did. So that's pretty cool. It means it didn't cost me any benefactors, and it didn't cost me the 1,000 supplies. It just randomly, right then, gave me the 5th star. I like it when the game works how it should, but if it's gonna mess up, I like it working in my favor like this. So that's been exciting. So my blueprints are going to be, I'm going to be syncing my blueprints into these for a while, because I have quite a ways to go on all of them. I would say the priorities are the defender hit points and defender damage, because it doesn't matter what the attacker is bringing to the table, bringing to the attack, my defenders will be defending, so I'm going to be able to use those boosts in every attack, whereas if they're not industrial, they won't have planes, and not everyone loots with range siege, like myself. I don't use that. Anyway, so I'll be working on my defender stuff with the blueprints, and I can start working towards unlocking number 4 and 5 here. Again, I don't ever plan on using the bomber. I just need to go through 4 to get to 5. And healing, I don't plan on using healers until global, so it'll be good to have in the future, just in the far future. What are we working on? Let's see, we have regular industrial tanks. Need to keep that in mind. Regular industrials, I'm almost tempted to specify the tanks that I want, because those tanks don't really get it done for me anymore, but we're so close to hitting level 10 perks. And the global regular tanks are just fine, they're great. And so, because we're so close to hitting that, I'm just going to wait it out, and whenever I get industrial tanks, just, use them for bases that aren't going to be as demanding. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit a base. Gonna have to drop metals here pretty soon. Not quite yet, but fairly soon. Alright, and I'm looking for the same bases as I do every stream. Underdeveloped industrials with at least 4-figure oil. Until I get my generals to level 20, I will be looting for oil. After my generals are done, and I no longer have anything to spend oil on, I'll drop down probably to the... I'll work in the 400 to 600 metal range and just hit the easiest industrials that I can and just be fragments all the time. Won't care what they're offering for resources, just want those fragments. We are having some issues. Here, I have another stream, so I have Mr. Lax's stream on in the background on my desktop. I'm going to turn that off. Maybe that's eating up some of my bandwidth. Okay, I think that might have fixed it. I need to remember that in the future. No streams in the background because it takes up too much bandwidth. Nope, still having issues. Maybe this isn't me. Maybe this is Nexon. Hey, Gav. Alright, so we have 4-figure oil, we have industrial. How underdeveloped are they? They are very underdeveloped. We can go ahead and hit this one. Where are we coming in from? Oh, cool, guys. I'll get on the voice channel after this. We can test it out. I don't know. I don't really like this deployment stuff. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the sound effects before, the in-game sound effects before starting the stream. I apologize for killing everybody's ears. Oh, thanks, Kev. Yeah, that'd be great. Let me send the request out. And I read the message really quickly. I might not have read it correctly. Did you say you were in the voice channel right now? No, okay. Just making sure. It's easy for me to read that incorrectly. Sorry about that. Okay, so wait, you are in? It didn't look like you were. No, okay. Just making sure. Alright, and we have victory chest. Oh, thanks, Monty. Well, acting like he's actually watching the stream. I'll type it here in a bit. Okay, I'm always on the hunt for cider, so let's take the cider. Can never have too much. Unless you're Gav, then you can have way too much.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Cool.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear my stream through your input.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me? Turn the sound in here. Where's the speaker for this one? Maybe I should put headphones on.
Alright, I'm getting a really high-pitched sound. Are you getting that? I think your voice is fine. I'm just worried about the feedback because like, I was hearing my own, the stream through your input. Yeah. Other than that, it was fine though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sway you either way. Would love to have you in voice, but if you'd rather be in live chat, that's perfectly fine too. I'm thinking the way that Zet had to end up doing it yesterday was have two devices. On one device he was watching YouTube, and on the other device he had the voice channel. Because you won't be able to hear it. It's really weird YouTube interacting with the voice channel. You won't be able to hear my voice through the voice channel, so you have to hear me through the stream. So I think he ended up having the stream open on.
What's up, Zero?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Who is this? Oh, okay, I think I know who this is. But he probably doesn't know that you won't be able to hear me when... You're welcome to join me in voice, but there will be about a 15-second delay. Anyway, I like that we're testing this out now because I'm hoping we have some participation tomorrow, and if we have a better idea of how to make this work, it'll go a little smoother. From your input.
Is that squeaking from my phone or?
I think it's from Gab.
Is that squeaking from my phone or? Such a huge delay.
That route yesterday it was about 15 seconds.
Such a huge delay.
Okay, well, whoever that... The squeaking went away. The bird went away. Is that coming from me? Like, do you hear... Was I only hearing the squeakiness because I was hearing my stream through someone else? I hope you don't hear that with the stream right now. Yeah, we're having some... Sorry, Dukes, we're having some issues with other people using the voice channel, because you won't be in sync with me. You can't hear me. You won't be able to hear me through the voice channel when I'm streaming. The YouTube gaming app won't allow for it. So you'd have to hear me through the YouTube app if you want to be on the voice channel, which will cause about a 15-second delay. Hope that doesn't discourage people, though. Because I don't know a better way to do it unless I just need to find another way to stream besides the YouTube gaming app. Oh, I hate this. When you have an event building and you want to retrain, it won't retrain everything. So what can I do for 3.5 minutes? Well, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I'll go ahead and show you the updates to my artifacts. I was finishing unlocking the 4th star on this morning. And as I unlocked the 4th, it automatically, at the same time, unlocked the 5th. Don't know why that happened. It didn't cost me any supplies or benefactors. It just gave me the 5th one at the same time it gave me the 4th. So, it glitched, but it glitched in my favor, so I guess I shouldn't be upset. Because now my armor has all 5. So, I know where to spend my blueprints for a while. And I think the defender stuff gets the priority because since I'm still enlightenment, not every single attacker will be industrial to have planes. But my defenders will be defending in every attack against my base. So I think the priority should probably be to get the defender hit points and damage up first, and then work on the fighters and range siege. Is that logic? Is that sound? And I'm calling this the Greek artifact because I basically have... My tanks are basically Greek damage, and once I unlock the 5th star, my tanks will have Greek hit points. So this is the Greek artifact. And for those of you who are maybe watching for the first time, I do have plus 30% all resources looted, plus I'm British, so add on another 15, so I'm working with plus 45% all resources looted right now. The pot. This one. Right now working with plus 18% oil, and I have 0 plans to be unlocking the 3rd, 4th, or 5th on this. They're just not worth it. I'll probably crank the oil up all the way eventually, but these other the bottom three, I mean the first two are what make this artifact. Same sort of goes for the jewelry. I mean, so the extra gold looted's not bad. The fact that they're both 1%, it means it's really not going to be a priority at all. Well, and so I'm being patient for my second weapon, since I won't be able to use it until Global Age anyway. But it's gonna have to be. I'm very picky about it. It has to include both, at least plus 11, or sorry, plus 20% total. However we get it, plus 20% fighter hit points, and plus 20% heavy infantry hit points. So there is a second jewelry that I have. Where is it? Yeah. Are you talking about this one? Because when I go, I guess I'll have to. I guess this won't be until Atomic. When I go Atomic, I have my second jewelry right here. I mean, once I hit Atomic, my looting's going to be absolutely insane. Well, I guess yeah, that's true. I mean, they're not offline for very long though. Like if you time it right and you do it as you like go to bed, then maybe you only have half a day where you have to wait it out. Alright, I'm gonna set the phone down for just a second. Need to wet my whistle with some lemonade. Have a vape. So my rule is usually with looting, I want to stay between 700 and 800 medals because that's where the loot is still good, but the bases are easy. And so usually once I get above 800, I drop back down. So probably after next hit, I'll have to spend a little bit of time dropping down. And I know Monty gave me tanks. I forget what kind he has. Okay, he's got main battles. Cool. Those are a dandy. Alright. Let's do it. And I do have the instant retrain available if I find a really juicy one that I want to go all out on. Alright, so we have industrial, we have 4-figure oil. How underdeveloped are they, is the question. They're really spread out, and the pathing sucks for me. So I'm gonna pass on this just because it ends up being pretty painful, even though he is fairly underdeveloped. The pathing is just all bad for me. I hate it because his base is horrible. It's just It's randomly laid out, and my cavalry don't like randomly laid out. They hurt. And when I say pathing, I mean, you know, the main force behind my army is going to be my heavy cavalry. So I want to know what path is the AI likely to take them. And so when I say the pathing sucks, it's not the likely path that the AI sends them on is not favorable for me. Skipping over bases. This is probably driving Gavin mad. Sorry about that. But the easy oil, the oil. You idiot. Not you, Gav. This is me. If I could do an Australian accent, I would do it, but I can't. So this is industrial, but not four-figure oil. So we pass. Alright, well this is definitely four-figure oil. It's industrial, however it's level 172, and I can already tell you, anti-tank guns, those green guns, are no bueno for my heavy cavalry. This is not going to be doable for me. It also costs time, though. Now, I'm also not looking to lose a lot of troops on stream, because the last couple streams, even with training blessings going, have these random times where there's like 8 or 10 minutes of downtime, and that's not fun for anyone. Well, I don't think watching a couple infantry take down an oil well is very entertaining either. Alright, we have four-figure oil, industrial, and they're underdeveloped. Bunker check, no bunker. What else do I need to check for? I think we're in the clear. General, don't care. So where's my deployment spot? There's a stronghold, therefore I deploy near the stronghold. Yeah, this corner looks good. And see if we can get a speed rally going here. Was that a failed? Oh, I think I just had a failed rally. That was that was just barely too. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It got these guys moving, but I can't tell if that was a late rally or not. They didn't finish coming there, so I think it was actually a pretty good rally. Couldn't tell if I had missed it, if I was a bit too late on it or not. I think I'm okay. This is actually going really well. Get another speed rally going. Losses are fairly minimal, and that's defense. There goes the defensive buildings. Quick and painless, the way I like it. Oh, I didn't realize how little. Like, I just saw the oil. I didn't see that there was pretty much nothing for golden food. Oh well, still worth it for the oil. Oh wow, did I not lose a single heavy infantry? Or sorry, not heavy infantry, heavy cavalry? That's weird. Okay, no, I lost one, and because I have the event building, I need to manually retrain it. And try to even this out a little bit. Four and a half minutes. I think we can wait that. I don't think I need to start a training blessing yet. And yeah. Are you convinced you'll actually ever use one, Gav? Unless Nexon forces your hand. Oh, nobody on. I will go to Zorro. Why am I having such a hard time with that? Oh. Okay, I won't swap. Thanks. How's the fragment count going? We don't have too far to go before we can craft 5 more. Ah, no worries at all, Gav. We're still training anyway. I am in zero rush whatsoever. And if you're watching this live or recorded, tomorrow, July 26th at 2000 UTC, we will be having our first Never Nude War Hour. Feel free to join us, to tune in. War will be starting at about 21:30 UTC, and we'll be looting and chatting leading up to war, starting at 2000 UTC. So yeah, tune in and we'll have some DomiNations fun. I'll have my attack live. My first attack, I'll do that live, and depending on whose permission in the alliance we have, we might be able to watch the replays of some of our other allies. And we're close to being able to do another wall. Again, I don't want to say policy. My general rule of thumb is if I don't have anything immediate that I have to spend my gold or food on, as soon as I get within 1 million of my capacity, I spend it on a wall. No worries at all, Gav. I appreciate your constant generosity. I was about to hunt the bunny, but we don't have room for any more fur. I will wait. I have not reached my leather limit yet, so let's go for that. Aha! Donation is in. Thanks, Gav, as always. And let's get to dropping metals unless we find a juicy one while we're doing so. Nope. There's that event building. This is not 4-figure, therefore I must pass. Not 4-figure oil, I should say. Now that literally has no loot at all. Gunpowder, no oil to be had. And I'm not worried about the food and gold at this point to finish my walls. My walls will get done without too much effort, without going out of my way before I go industrial, because after I'm done upgrading my generals, I will focus on museum, so fragments, and at that time, wait, this is enlightenment. It's so easy though. That's oil. Okay, I'm gonna break my rule and hit the space, and I don't think I need to use the meat shields. And I want them to get started on the stronghold before I get everything else online. And I'm going to drop the shooters first because they have range and can relieve the pressure. Oh, that must have been a tank out of the stronghold, or out of the town center. Speed things up here. Gav, I have one general at level 19, one currently upgrading to 19, one at 18, one at 10, and one at 5. So we took some losses here, but we also didn't use the Alliance troops, so that's to be expected. By rallying there, so that rally probably didn't seem like it did much, but it actually saved one of my heavy cavalry. He's so low, and by getting those infantry there to kill, it saved the final blow to my heavy cavalry. Cool. Only 40 fragments, but that was a lot of oil. Especially for enlightenment. And I need to manually retrain the heavy cavalry. And let's even out some of the time here. And it says 10 minutes. I'm not going to make you wait 10 minutes. I'm going to put on a training blessing. Yeah. So now we have to wait 3 minutes. Old man missions. Donations and hunting bunnies. I don't usually go out of my way to complete the missions. Sometimes I get them. Sometimes I meet them naturally. Sometimes I don't. Like I end up hunting all the bunnies I see. I don't like wasting potential resources, and I'm maxed out on fur, so I don't want to hunt bunnies at this particular moment. Oh yeah, you were asking about generals. So Alexander is currently going up to 19. Cleopatra's at 18. Joan's at 19. And I haven't really been upgrading the last two. Once I get the first three to level 20, then I won't be looting to level them up. But as I get the oil to level them up, I will, because I will have nothing else to spend oil on. Yeah, the video rewards are absolutely insane now. We're close enough to the being within a million of my capacity for food that I'm going to go ahead and sink it into a wall. And they're 35% off. Yay. I have most of the outer edge maxed out. So now I'm finishing along the perimeter here. Yeah. Oh, I do them. I watch them every day. Like, I take the train to work, and you don't actually have to watch the video. You just have to press play. You can be doing whatever you want. So, I have the sound off when I'm on the train, and I just go through them on my way to work. Okay, I think we're still a little short to craft 5. Yeah. One more, and we'll be able to craft. And for those of you who haven't seen, your museum boosts are applied to the donated troops, which include the tanks that Gav here in chat has generously donated to me. These are Cold War age French tanks with, as I was mentioning before when I was going over my weapon, it's the Greek. I call it the Greek weapon, the Greek artifact, because it will eventually turn my tanks into Greek boosted tanks. I don't have the HP researched yet or unlocked yet, but I do have Greek damage. So this is what French tanks look like when you add Greek damage. Well, Gav, I also, because I'm not industrial yet, I also haven't had the chance to get my extra 30% damage and 30% hit points, and that makes a huge difference. That's one of the big priorities once I go to industrial. Alright, we are trained up. We can get back to it, and we do want a metal drop, as long as we don't see something juicy on the way down. Alright, is the oil accessible? We will be dropping here, but if I can get free oil, I will. No, we can't get free oil. Oh well. We can at least get some food. Actually, I need to drop 2 more, because they'll train at the same time, and it only takes, what, like 10 seconds? Alright, how did we do? Couple 100K. And I have to manually retrain these because, once again, event building. And done. Oil, here we go. I'm not gonna wait for that thing to finish. One heavy infantry is not gonna make or break me. And is the other one accessible? Where's the other oil well? I'm blind. Where is the oil? Oh, it's in there. Okay, it's not accessible. How much more do we have to drop? Oh, we haven't dropped much yet. I hate dropping metals when I have a training blessing going, but I don't really have a choice here. Alright, decision time. This is very close to 4-figure oil with an underdeveloped industrial base. It's compartmented though. Compartmentalized, whatever the word is. And so I'm inclined to say no, just because I don't do very well with compartmentalized bases, even if they are underdeveloped. Where's the oil? Oh, here it is. Found you, oil. They're not gonna live long though, cause they got mean stuff nearby. By the way, nicely done, Gav, destroying all my defensive buildings with just your planes. Uh, See, the best I can give her are industrial tanks, and I know she says any, but I feel bad giving her industrial tanks anyway, because I know she really can't make much. Those can't be very good for her. I'll do it just because the training time is nothing for me. But she deserves better than industrial tanks. So much time do we have? Less than a minute. I'm gonna have myself a quick vape here. So what's the next thing you're gonna be spending some oil on, Gav? You said that you're gonna have some free up in an hour or two. Yeah. So Gav, you want to wait? Library research. What about library research? Oh, okay. Yeah, I asked you what you're gonna spend it on. Okay, cool. Set up like this. I use the YouTube gaming app. I at the top, I literally just say record, and it asks me, do I want to stream in? I think it's 720 or 480 or 440, something like that. I say 720. Next, it asks me to select the app that I want to be streaming, so I select DomiNations from the list. Asks for a stream title, so I give a stream title, and then it starts up DomiNations, and you push the record button, and that's all there is to it. As long as you have a YouTube account, which you have. But yeah, it's the YouTube gaming app. And I do it all from my mobile phone. We're gonna go ahead and start looting. If Aspen still needs troops and we get back, then we'll do that. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Can I hit this without using my donated troops? If so, it's probably worth it. Traps are already popped, and the pathing is pretty good. I think we can do this without using the meat shield. Famous last words. And I think I'm going to want to rally on this thing. Take minimum damage from it as possible. Probably, yeah. I will most certainly have to use a demolition on this to because it's going to be too painful otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now because I know I'm going to have to. I can always put on a tactics blessing if I need to. And let's get some speed going. That's one thing I've learned since I'm really heavy on the heavy cavalry. Speed rallies do wonders for getting all the way through a base. Not running out of time. Cool. Got my 70 fragments. So we're going to be able to craft 5 artifacts. And I'm going to go ahead and pop on a training of tactics blessing. Which means I can go ahead and harvest some cider. Aspen still wants some troops, so let's go ahead and give Aspen some troops. And again, I'm going for Kremlin, Gav. Going Kremlin so I can be as defensive as humanly possible. So even though I'm British, I went ahead and donated heavy infantry to Aspen instead of my shooters because I'm pairing them with tanks, and I think heavy infantry pair better with tanks than shooters do because your tanks are going to be going after heavy defenses and walls, and heavy infantry are going to do more damage against those, and they're going to hold up better against heavy defenses. I think we're good on cider for now. And how much time do we have? A minute and a half. Oh yeah, let's craft some artifacts. Selling. 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 And selling. Alright, give me my blueprints. Aha. There is no more research I can do in my library. Although defensive stuff will be the priority in the library when I do go industrial. So let's see what those are. Actually, drilling will also... So drilling is important just because who you can never have enough oil. I want that extra oil well. See, if you do the math, so my pottery, when fully developed, will give me plus 30% oil well production. So you get 2 oil wells in enlightenment. You add a third for industrial, and then a fourth for the library here. And so if you have 4 oil wells, that and the pottery is creating an extra 30% per oil well, you're getting that pottery is giving me more than an entire oil well's worth of production. If that makes sense. Yeah, so I don't care about the heavy weaponry. I will have to do a little bit of it just so I can get to the aviation, but I don't use level 1 or 2 factory troops, so it doesn't do much for me. But nationalism will be huge. That's, as far as library goes, that's the priority. I want to get my bunkers as early as I can. We're close enough to being within 1 million of my capacity for gold that we're gonna upgrade a wall. And back to dropping metals. Oh, right, I didn't see the tower there. Smart move, Zero. Gav, do you always have a training blessing going when you're online? Oh, okay. 4-figure oil. Industrial, how underdeveloped are they? Ooh, I really don't like seeing that. That is probably enough to scare me away. Yeah. I want nothing to do with that. I probably should have just dropped metal there. I don't know why I didn't do that. But we're going to drop here. Ooh, I know something that would be fun. We have some people on. Let's see if we can get people to put up their war base, and I can practice some hitting some silos on stream. Oh, doesn't matter to me, Gav. Which your normal town, your war base, whatever. Thanks, Gav. So, we're gonna have to go grab our elephant archers here. Can't tackle a silo. No prayer of tackling silo without elephant archers. We're gonna take on the hardest one first. Oh, well, we're gonna wait 4 minutes for the for my last tactic to finish. Yeah, thanks, Gav. I need all the help I can get for you. Everything that's offline, the more the merrier. You know, if you want to upgrade your silo, I completely understand. Hey, what's up, Squire? Squire is a longtime personal friend of mine, like in real life. I've lived with him for a while. I've known him for about 10 years. He's the one that got me into the game. Real good guy. So we have 3 minutes until we can start the friendly challenge, because that's when my last demolition will finish. And so I'm going to get some more lemonade. I will be right back. Taken out of context, Gav. Zero loves his lemonade. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you vodka, have a party. Alright, so should we start off with the most difficult first and go and start off with Gav, or should we start just a tad bit lighter with Sig? I think the best I've done against Sig's base is like a 2-star, maybe, no, I think it was a 3-star 58%. It doesn't happen often though. It's very random how I do against Sig's base usually. A little gin in that lemonade. I'm not Tom. Alright, so friendly challenge is a go. Let's start off with Sig's base and then we'll ease into Gav's base. How does that sound? And let's see, for the stream, should I get my 5th mercenary? We actually have one of these that we can use. Let's recruit a Ronin. So, one thing with these friendly challenges is this is not a war composition for me. So we're using the looting composition with looting mercenaries and elephant archers, generals, and demolition. And Gav's meat shield, obviously. As long as Sig has not changed things, I think I know how I usually hit it. Yeah. Alright. See no reason to change things up now. Actually, it might be slightly different. I think some of the anti-tank guns are in a slightly different spot. And we're done because the silo has already stopped going after my generals. They don't stay together, and that's really problematic. I don't know what to do about that. Now they're not targeting it. I don't know what's going on. So now let's rally on the silo. Should be a decoy trap right here that we hit, unless she's moved it. Yeah, there we go. There's the decoy trap. Got the silo. Now can we hit the town center before we lose everything? That's always the question mark. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We're not holding up as well as we have in the past when I've hit this base. Yeah, now we just get destroyed. 36%, that's usually about what happens. It's only very rarely can I actually get stars against her. Which is weird, because I do the same thing every time, but I get drastically different results. Alright, well, let's go for Gav now. Now that we've, we've stretched our legs, we've had a bit of a warm-up. And again, gonna pick one corner for to distract forest defenders, one corner for heavies, and then yeah, and then go from there. Oh, we can get the quick victory. That's kind of cheesy though. I think that's the only thing we can really do. Why is that not registering? That sucked. Uh-oh, silo targeting little dudes. Not a good thing. Let's speed things up, shall we? Yep, looks like the cheesy 2-star is gonna be about all she wrote. I never feel good about those, because obviously Gavin tended to get peace treaties easily like this. So I'll count that as pretty much a failure. Too strong for me, Gav. That or I'm too stupid. Maybe some of both. That it is. It's actually, for me, it's not about protecting oil. Like, if you look at my town, I have I mean, I collect often, so they're never going to get much from my oil wells, but they're not protected. But I don't really have to worry about protecting my stuff. Like my town center is, or my town base is pretty irrelevant because look at my log. I was last attacked 4 days ago. They got 52 oil from me. Before that, we're looking at 8.5 days ago. And that was a revenge. Before that, 10 days ago, 13 oil lost. Before that, 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. Like, I just don't get attacked very often. So I don't really have to worry about protecting my oil. That'll change, but... Oops. Forgot to remove the elephant archers. I'm always paranoid if I ever leave my troop tactics, my troop cards in multiplayer. I'm always nervous that I'm gonna misclick and accidentally deploy them. So I'm gonna go ahead and end battle and go ahead and dump these troop cards. I sometimes wonder, like, there's some level 2 troop cards that are never going to be good enough for war now. So should I carry them with me in like these guys? Should I carry them with me to multiplayer just because I'm never going to use them anywhere else? Yeah, I think I have other level 2s as well. Yeah. So, I mean, these level 2s are just going to be too weak to use in war now. So I'm wondering if I should just be using them in multiplayer. For industrial. Probably don't have to drop metals anymore. This is not 4-figure oil, therefore it's not worth the risk of losses. I just realized that I was doing friendly challenges while I have a training blessing going. I am a complete idiot. That's a waste of a training blessing. I got distracted. Friendly challenges are just too much fun. Ooh, lots of oil in this one. Yikes! That's for a level 115. Those are impressive defenses. We are not doing that. That is incredibly too compartmentalized and incredibly too painful. Next. Why couldn't you have 500 more oil? I would have hit you. That's close enough to 4-figure oil. How underdeveloped are you? No bunker. The mortars are Enlightenment age. That could be painful. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna go for it. Let's see how well the tanks can carry me. And we need to explode onto this. And, uh-oh. Gonna have to, yeah. That was gonna be too painful otherwise. Worried about the stronghold. My tank, my heavy stuff needs to be gravitating towards there before everything else. I might have to rally out here to protect them from the stronghold. No, okay. Yeah, gonna move on here, heavies. This will be a little painful. Okay. I think we're in the clear. Take some more losses, but I think we're in the clear. Look at those meat shields. Thank you, Gav. Doing some fine work here. Losses were actually fairly light. I mean, I used a demolition, but they were otherwise fairly light. Sounds good, Gav. I think I probably have one more round in me as well, and then I'll head out. Thanks, Gav. Absolutely appreciate it. Wait, those don't look like the tank. Oh, they are. Okay. From being zoomed out that far, didn't look like they were your tanks. They are. I your comments add a lot to the stream. Appreciate your participation. Hopefully, if you're free tomorrow, we can do it again tomorrow with the rest of Never Nude, or some more of Never Nude, at least. Alright. Take care, Gav. I'll do one more attack before shutting the stream down. All lonely. Exercise. Night Sig. Alright. And we're good to go. Let's get one more juicy one if we can. One where I can use your tanks. How do I feel about this? I think we can do better for the last one. Like this? Anything scary about this one? TC's over here. I can drop a couple dudes to take care of that, if I really care. Other than that, I think we're in the clear. The traps are not popped, so it'll be a little painful, but I think we're okay. I think we can do this. Go ahead and drop my dudes. I think 5 should do it. Maybe a few more. There. That'll be good enough. this ended up being really painful because my heavy cavalry are not holding up. I have to burn a demo there. Oh boy, that was way too late of a rally. I hate when, for some reason, my phone has a delay from the time that I push it to the time that it registers. That's really inconvenient. This one was not disastrous, but could have been. So this was very painful. Good thing it's the last one that I'm doing before I end the stream, because retraining time would not be fun. Not a very smooth attack at all. Some pretty good loot off of it, though. Oh, this was only Enlightenment. I didn't realize that. Still really good loot. I missed out on 30 fragments for not being industrial, but I think that was worth it. Alright, well, yeah, long live the meat shields. That ought to be the stream motto. That ought to get the viewers, right? Alright, so this is going to be it for me. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 2000 UTC for the first Never Nude War Hour. War won't start until 2130. But we're going to start at 2000 and have some live discussion. I might do some looting. It'll be all good, fun DomiNations. So come check it out for an entertaining experience. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.